According to the National Electrical Code, specifically Article 300.3b, conductors of different systems, meaning alternating current and direct current, can be installed in the same raceway, box, or cable assembly. However, Article 300.20a dictates that conductors of different systems must be kept physically separated by a rigid barrier or a minimum of 6 inches, which is 152 millimeters, of free air space. For portable buildings and trailer offices, an FPA 15, which is the standard for water-based fire protection systems, requires that all electrical wiring in portable structures, including 12 volts DC circuits, be installed in conduit. It is important to note that local codes may have additional restrictions for electrical installations in portable buildings or trailer offices, so always check with your local authorities. To comply with the National Electrical Code and other applicable codes, the following specific conduit requirements apply when running 12 volts DC and 120 volts AC circuits through the same conduit. Firstly, inside the conduit, 12 volts DC and 120 volts AC circuits must be kept physically separated. This separation can be achieved in several ways. One way is by using conduit dividers or barriers. Another way is to use separate insulated wires in different compartments of the conduit. A third option is to use direct buried cable assemblies with separate compartments for each system. Secondly, the conduit must be large enough to accommodate all the conductors of both systems with the required amount of free air space. Thirdly, you should use conduit materials that are suitable for both 12 volts DC and 120 volts AC circuits, such as polyvinyl chloride, electrical metallic tubing, or rigid metal conduit. It's always best to consult with a qualified electrician to ensure compliance with all applicable electrical codes and standards when installing electrical circuits in portable buildings or trailer offices. For the physical separation inside the conduit, several techniques can be employed to maintain the necessary isolation between the 12 volts DC and 120 volts AC circuits. Using conduit dividers or barriers involves inserting a non-conductive partition within the conduit to create distinct channels for each voltage system. These dividers are typically made of plastic or other insulating materials and are designed to prevent any physical contact between the conductors. Another method is to use separate insulated wires within the conduit. This involves running each circuit, the 12 volts DC and the 120 volts AC, with its own individual insulation, ensuring that there is no direct electrical connection between them. In this case, the quality and integrity of the insulation are critical to prevent shorts or ground faults. The use of direct buried cable assemblies with separate compartments is another effective way to maintain separation. These specialized cables are designed with internal partitions that physically isolate the different voltage circuits, providing an added layer of safety. When selecting the appropriate conduit size, it's crucial to consider the total number of conductors from both the 12 volts DC and 120 volts AC systems, as well as the space required for proper heat dissipation and easy wire pulling. The National Electrical Code provides guidelines for conduit fill, which specifies the maximum percentage of the conduit's cross-sectional area that can be occupied by conductors. Ensuring adequate free air space within the conduit helps prevent overheating and allows for future modifications or additions to the wiring system. The choice of conduit material should be based on several factors, including the environmental conditions, the type of building or structure, and any specific requirements of the local electrical code. Polyvinyl chloride conduit is a popular choice due to its resistance to corrosion, ease of installation, and relatively low cost. Electrical metallic tubing is a lightweight steel conduit that offers good protection against physical damage and is suitable for use in exposed or concealed locations. Rigid metal conduit provides the highest level of protection and is often used in applications where there is a risk of severe physical impact or corrosive environments. Remember that compliance with the National Electrical Code is essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical installations. Improper wiring practices can lead to electrical shocks, fires, and other hazards. Therefore, it's always best to seek the advice and assistance of a qualified electrician who is familiar with the National Electrical Code and local electrical codes. The electrician can assess the specific requirements of the installation, select the appropriate wiring methods and materials, and ensure that all work is performed in accordance with the applicable codes and standards. Moreover, regular inspections and maintenance of electrical systems are crucial for identifying and addressing any potential problems before they escalate into serious issues. These inspections should be performed by a qualified electrician and should include a thorough examination of all wiring, connections, and electrical components. Any damaged or worn component should be replaced promptly, and any unsafe conditions should be corrected immediately. By following these guidelines and working with qualified professionals, you can ensure that electrical installations in portable buildings or trailer offices are safe, reliable, and compliant with all applicable codes and standards. Remember that electrical safety is everyone's responsibility, and it's essential to take the necessary precautions to protect yourself and others from electrical hazards.